good morning, good day, and good night wherever you may be. Welcome back to Living with Ataxia. This is Art Thomas. Hello everyone, today we are going to change it up a little. We are not going to talk about working out and health stuff. We are going to talk about fun and what you enjoy in your life. I want to encourage people with ataxia or any neurological disorder that still have to have fun in your life. Yes, working out and trying my best to get better has consumed my life, and I have to remind myself to still also enjoy life as well. We only have one life as far as we know, and sometimes are not dealt good cards, but we have to remember take what hand we have been given and make the most of it. About 6 or 7 years ago, maybe even longer, I started at points going against my gut. I don't know what was screaming at me, but something was. This is definitely hypocritical of me, but I ignored all the red flags and my gut for some reason trying to do the right thing for other people. And I've always did things for other people, but I didn't have to try. If it wasn't because of me, these people would be up Diarrhea Creek without a paddle. This was the beginning of a disaster for me. It led to many things, but one of those things was getting sepsis. I ended up getting sepsis a total of 4 times, with the 4th being more precautionary because the doctors really were not sure about it, so they put me on antibiotics anyway to be sure. Getting sepsis the first time probably was the first real symptom of having ataxia. I couldn't walk at all, so I ended up contacting my neighbors at the time asking them if they could take me to the emergency room because I couldn't walk, and this was the first time in a while I was truly scared. To make a long story short, I think by having sepsis took #1 priority over everything else, but on the way to the emergency room my neighbor said, "Dude, I think you have vertigo," which I did, and that may have been the smoking gun to where things are going to get much worse, such as ataxia. I completely ignored my body and kept pushing through it, much like I did with my gut. In regards to not going with my gut, certain people could see it and warned me about it. You know who you are, and most importantly, I know who you are, and I really want to say sorry. I should have listened to you and my gut, but I unfortunately didn't. Just maybe if I would have listened to my gut, this would be an entirely different situation in regards to ataxia and some other things, but everything happens for a reason. One thing I did go with my gut on was purchasing a Tesla. For those of you that don't know, I purchased this Tesla brand new in January of 2021. I only got to enjoy it for a few months before ataxia started to take over. It turned out to be a good decision. In 2020, I almost purchased the newly redesigned Toyota Supra, but for that one I went with my gut mainly because at that time it didn't offer a manual transmission. I thought to myself, if I'm going to buy a sports car, it really needs to be a manual. By the way, the 2023 version of the Supra does offer a manual transmission, but the Tesla is in a whole different stratosphere. The Tesla is probably one of the quickest cars I've had the pleasure of owning. Yes, I purchased a Dodge Viper when I was 19, but I think the Tesla still has it beat in the speed category. Everything else, there's no comparison. The Tesla clearly is ahead of the Viper in everything else. The Viper is only good for one thing, and that is going fast in a straight line. If you can even keep that car in a straight line, but it is my dream car, so it will always mean something to me. I do enjoy driving, and the freedom of driving. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed driving in Germany. Probably because they drive much better. A thing the United States definitely should adopt, but that most likely won't happen seeing how most people drive around here. I am having to relearn how to drive by driving around a tractor, which I will show in the next video. The Tesla has some pretty neat party tricks. Which one is the light show? The car dances. Well, as much as a car can dance. Just a cool party trick, which is what you see the car doing in this video. The car even will fart. When I first got diagnosed with ataxia, I would sit in the car while my dad went into store since it was extremely hard to walk, and I really enjoyed pranking people as they walked by with fart sounds that the car would produce. Prove people wrong on what you can and cannot do with ataxia. Keep pushing forward and stay positive. If I can prove people wrong, so can you. You will get better, but it doesn't happen quick, and always remember to still have fun. Life is fragile and short. Help bring awareness to ataxia by pressing that like button, sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and click that bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. It's all free, and thank you. Future videos will drop 3 days a week if everything goes as scheduled.